You're probably not as clever as you assume. I'm not either. But stick with me, because I'm going to show you a way to genuinely become more intelligent than 90% of the people you know. And no, this isn't some motivational fluff. It's a reality check. Because whether you realize it or not, your brain is likely working against you. You're not unmotivated. You're just trapped in a mental loop. A loop that most people never break out of. It's invisible, it's automatic, and it quietly steers almost every choice you make. It's called cognitive bias. And until you learn to spot it, it silently drives your thoughts, your judgments, and your behaviors. What you spend money on, who you believe, how you evaluate others, how you come to conclusions, all of it. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people aren't thinking. They're reacting. Their brains are on autopilot. They believe they're being rational, but in reality, they're just repeating subconscious patterns, falling into one of the 188 plus known thinking traps we all share. Ever had a debate where the other person just wouldn't hear you out? That's probably bias. And guess what? You've done it too. So have I. Because the brain isn't built for truth. It's built to protect us. And if you can't challenge your own perspective, you'll stay stuck where you are. Let me show you how this plays out. Say you hear about a plane crash on the news. Suddenly, flying feels unsafe. That's the availability heuristic at work. Your brain thinks something is common just because it stands out. But the facts say otherwise. You're still far more likely to get injured slipping in the shower. Do you panic every time you bathe? Of course not, that's bias. It masquerades as truth, but it's not. So, what can you do about it? Let's get tactical. There's one habit that gives you a serious edge. Second-order thinking. Here's the deal. Most people only think one step ahead. I'll skip the gym today, so I'm tired. Sounds reasonable, but second-order thinkers go deeper. Okay, if I skip today, it'll be easier to skip tomorrow. Before I know it, it's been 2 weeks. Now I feel ashamed, I've lost progress, and I'm back to square one. Instead of just asking what happens now, they ask what happens next. And after that, they play the tape forward. That's how smart thinkers work. They don't react impulsively, they analyze, they plan, they anticipate. And no, it's not about becoming robotic. It's about staying clear-headed when others spiral. It's about seeing the full board while others only see one move. Let's go even further. Your brain doesn't like effort. Thinking uses energy, so it takes shortcuts. That's why you binge content instead of solving that problem. Why you trust your gut instead of checking facts. But here's the good news. Your brain is like a muscle, and it grows with use. Start small. Before making a decision, pause. Ask yourself, what's the opposite of what I currently believe? Try to argue against your own stance. It'll feel uncomfortable. That's the point. You're building mental strength, training your brain to think critically, not just react emotionally. Bottom line, most people live in a mental echo chamber. They scroll, consume, and react, but rarely reflect. They don't stop to ask, what if I'm wrong? Is this emotion guiding me or misleading me? Am I actually thinking or just repeating what I've absorbed? Train yourself to pause, to think just a bit deeper. Do that, and you'll start noticing things others miss completely. This isn't magic. It's not talent. It's a skill, a discipline, and it's rare. That's why the few who master it consistently outthink, outsmart, and outperform the rest. So if you're still listening, ask yourself, will you just watch the next video? Or will you act on what you've just learned? Your move.